A really pissed off Wack100 tries to attack his own co-host and threatens to knock him out if he crosses the line again. How did he cross the line the first time? Stay tuned and you'll find out. So Wack is doing this podcast at 607 Ump's house.
Crashing out.
Now, it's supposed to be like a conscious debate.
Right.
So they're debating several things. They get to the discussion of Black Americans and Africans and their heritage and their lineage.
Because it's Mansa Musa was visiting America.
Correct.
Early before Christopher Columbus, right?
Right.
You're talking about Abubakari II.
Right.
Okay, I got Miss Bob.
Please go ahead.
That's his brother or
Brothers was here.
or his cousin.
I don't know why this in America.
Wait. Brothers that's here from brothers that was in Africa was coming to America before any Europeans, Caucasians, anything like that, right?
I think that's true.
So who was here?
Black people was already
in America.
We
before
were
black people.
Aztecs, it was Olmecs. Who killed that? Who killed the Olmecs?
Aztec, he lived in America.
They didn't kill them. Well, you know, there are these things they call planes now. I'll introduce you to them.
He got
I can actually be a global individual. Ask me a question. I can be a global individual. I actually am not giving up my citizenship in the United States, but I will have dual citizenship.
But you don't have it
as well.
Do you have it? You got citizenship?
My paperwork will be finished very soon.
How old are you?
I just submitted the paperwork.
How old are you?
I'm 54.
You 54 and ain't got citizenship on the place you say you from.
What does that mean? You're talking about municipalities.
You American, nigga. You listen.
Brother,
you cannot be an African citizen. You American. Are you not American?
Being American does not have to be the only thing you are.
They're talking past each other because Wack100 is not disputing
they both make
that his people
points.
came from Africa. Wack is just saying he identified as Black American first and not African due to the history and what his people went through. Wack100 even went through his entire family history. So he's questioning this dude identifying as African first, even though he was born here and he's not an African citizen. His parents were born here. His great-grandparents were born here, but he's not an African citizen. So if you don't have any citizenship to any African country, how are you claiming African first over Black American in your heritage? So that's what Wack100 is arguing, because I think in like Germany, if both your parents are German citizen and you're born, let's say, in Mexico,
you still get German citizenship,
you're
right?
still a German citizen. Like they can still file before your first birthday and you are a German citizen.
Right.
So if we're taking that standard and applying it, well, you wouldn't have to apply to be an African citizen. You will just be a citizen of, let's say, Ghana or Nigeria because, you know, your parents would be Nigerian or Ghanaian. But in this case, that's not the case at all. This dude, clearly, you know, his family has been here for many hundreds of years, but he's still claiming African as his roots, and Wack100 has a problem with that.
And Jabari, wait one moment.
I didn't say that. I did not say that.
We're African.
I did not say we're not American.
You said we're African. I'm not.
So
did I say African? I'm telling you.
I did not say I'm not American.
I'm not an African.
Okay, fine.
Why
That's
they
for
go
you.
angry?
Why
they so fucking angry, bro? This sounds like a nice little smart, educated conversation. Why y'all so fucking angry?
Whatever opinion you want, no matter how uninformed it is, you can have that opinion. It's uninformed.
You sit up here in your church and you beg for
I don't go to a church. I don't go to a church.
You beg for
I'm not
American
part of a
offering,
church.
right?
I'm not part of a church.
Do you take offering?
I'm not part of a church.
Where it come from?
Correct
Americans?
what you're saying, and then I'll answer.
Do you take offering?
That's the question. What is that question?
I don't take offering.
Listen, y'all, YouTube and Meta might owe you up to $1,000 if you or your child grew up on social media. If you or your child spent years growing up on social media and experienced serious mental health issues, you should hear this. Recently, a jury just ordered Meta and YouTube to pay millions for their role in designing and promoting addictive platforms. They know that their apps can cause anxiety, depression, or body image issues, but they never shared those risks with us. They never made us sign anything that we knew the risk. They just maximized their profits. And the recent historic verdict underscores the consequences of those decisions. But you better not worry. Morgan & Morgan is stepping up to hold these platforms accountable for the harm that they have caused. Click the link in my bio to take a very short questionnaire quiz because you might be entitled to a potential recovery of over $1,000.
I don't take off from nobody. Right, I do business. Do you take offerings?
I do. I have many businesses.
Do you take offerings?
I have many businesses.
Do you take offerings?
Let's be really clear.
When Wack100 asks, do you take offering, he's essentially calling this dude a grifter. He's trying to get to the fact that dude claims he's African, he's an African citizen, he wants to go back to Africa.
Right.
However, he's living off of American dollars, or more specifically, he's living off of Black American dollars. Now, this dude is kind of shifty because he gets to, hey, I'm not a pastor. I'm not in a church. I don't take offerings. I have a spiritual nonprofit that takes donations. So he don't have a church, but he has a spiritual nonprofit.
What's the
and
difference?
he doesn't take offerings, but he takes donations. I'll be real. You kind of have to applaud him because that's kind of slick. So that conversation transitions to birthright citizenship. Dude claims they're trying to take away birthrights from Black Americans. Wack will call him out for misinformation and claim that that's not true, that Trump is not trying to take away birthright from Black Americans. Dude will challenge Wack on whether or not Wack100 actually read what Trump was proposing. Wack would challenge dude to confess that he takes offerings, and it just goes back and forth until things start to get really weird. Like they start to bring, well, not they, but dude starts to bring up that Wack100 has a small penis, which came out of nowhere, to be honest.
When I'm telling you,
read the filing?
Do you take offerings?
Did you read the
Answer
filing?
that.
Did you read
Why
the
you not
filing?
answering?
Did you read the
Do you take
filing?
offerings?
Do you read the
Are you
filing?
a beggar?
Jabari, can you answer the question? Do you take offering or not?
I want to be really clear. I've answered it several times.
Go ahead, please. Go
I
ahead.
have several nonprofits. One of them is spiritual. I take no salary from
What the
any
fuck is
of
a spiritual?
them. I take no
That's a
salary.
manipulation
I have
of our
businesses,
people. I agree.
and I'm a college professor.
That's a manipulation
That's what
of
I
our
do.
Do you have a following question
You
for
and
Wack?
me
So
have
that
read
is,
some
yes,
books.
my
Take a
question
test.
is,
Wacky, answer the question.
Did he read the Supreme Court filing put forth by the Trump administration?
My question to you
because
is,
I just
has he
do you
revoked our
notice that he
citizenship?
can't
Hold on, Wack,
answer a
he's asking you a question.
Did
Wack-
you notice he can't answer the
I have to
question?
read it.
Because the reality
For
is
what?
he's speaking
There's no
about something
changes.
he does not know.
Was it a change?
You are the
Was
most
it a
loud
change?
person,
Was it a change?
and you don't know anything.
Was it a change?
The
Yes or
Supreme
no?
Court overruled him.
So shut your dumb ass up.
The Supreme
Fuck
Court
I'm talking about
overruled
it.
him.
Why talk about something
You
that has
said,
no bearing
you said
effect?
Trump
both
wasn't
questions
trying
have
to
been
change
answered.
birthright
Acknowledge the
citizenship.
red
Why
flag.
talk
We're
about
acknowledging
something
the red
that
flag.
has no
Both
bearing
questions have been
effect?
answered.
You're ridiculous.
Jabari,
Read something.
Jabari, your question has been
You
answered.
ain't got nothing.
Wack,
Read
your
something.
question,
You ain't gotta struggle.
question has been
Hold on.
answered.
3 women that left
Hold
you.
on.
All wrong.
Fuck
We're
your
crossing
best
into
friend.
opinions.
All wrong. All
You guys
wrong.
are scaring us.
All
And
wrong.
your ex don't fit.
All wrong.
You guys are
I can
starting.
tell
Look at
you-
6 on that.
You're scaring us.
I can tell you
And you
ex
have a
don't
small
fit.
penis.
That's gay.
Good.
That's gay.
All right.
And you have a small penis.
You got dick on your
That's why
mouth.
you like this. Nah, nah, nah.
You're about to witness my theory in real time when I tell you civilians are second-class citizens when interacting with gang members, especially
For sure.
from the gang member perspective.
For sure.
So Wack,
Gang
again, we
niggas
got to
think
defend
they-
her,
they
right? I
like
love Wack, but
first
Wack
class.
started off the disrespect.
Right.
Wack tells dude, hey, bruh, your girl got F by your best friend and 2 women.
Yeah, you started off with disrespect. So if he say you got a small whatever, then he can say that because you got disrespectful first. You can't disrespect somebody and then when they say something back, now you angry and now you ready to fight. Like that ain't gonna
Now
look
I
right.
don't know if this was conversation that was had off camera, but Wack brought it on camera.
Yeah.
Now you could say that dude calling Wack100 uninformed and saying a couple of times was disrespect, but Wack responded back with super personal stuff.
Right.
That led to dude saying Wack100 got a small penis. Now in Wack100 mind, listen, I am, for the most part, the masculine figure in the room. I have the ability to whoop your behind and beat you up, and there's nothing you can do about it. So hence, you gotta walk on eggshells. So when Wack100 tells dude, you get an F, and dude responds back when you got a small penis, it bothered Wack. It bothered Wack because Wack felt like dude was sex playing him, so Wack kind of sat on it for a little bit. He didn't completely react with just straight violence initially, but I felt like Wack100 just sat back and kind of felt, nah, I can't let this dude sex play me. And that led to this absolute spiral that started off here and just went downhill fast.
Oh shit.
Because the first time he said it, Wack100 kind of gave him a pass because Wack felt like, okay, I kind of brought up his wife and his girl getting effed. Okay, cool.
Right.
But that will be Wack100 reason and excuse to continue to disrespect him. Even when dude inquired about why Wack100 was being disrespectful, Wack told him, I'm calling you a B because you sex played me a couple of minutes ago. So
You shouldn't have been talking shit.
This moment that you just watched was the beginning of a spiral that led to absolute chaos.
So you said you're from multiple places in Africa, and you think your people are from America.
I'm American. Yeah.
Period.
My shit started on the plantation and then up. I don't all that.
Before that,
The plantation.
That's a fact.
I mean, that was going on here.
Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana. Yeah, I can trace that back. Will McElroy, Tumasuma, Mississippi. He went back and bought the land he was a slave on, and we still own him 500 acres today. And then he went and bought his wife out of motherfucking slavery, and when the sheriff showed up to say it wasn't his, he killed the sheriff, did 10 years on the chain gang, and we still got that land today. You motherfucking right. I trace it back to the plantation. You just inferior to what's in front of you.
Who's talking right now?
Because you got...
Who's talking right now?
So you shouldn't have referenced it.
Who's talking right now?
Fuck over you every chance
Who's
I get.
talking right now?
It don't
Moderator?
matter.
Moderator.
Nigga, you ain't more man than me,
Real
nigga.
loud.
We're gonna acknowledge you.
And you're saying nothing.
You believe that his loudness is trying to compensate for what? Lack of what? He's saying stuff.
I already told him what it was a lack of.
Don't sex play me again. If you sex play me, I'm gonna find your chin attractive. On Paru.
On Pyro.
God, don't sex play me again. You in war.
Brother, well, change the
Straight up.
subject.
God, the religion, and everything about it. Don't sex play me again. Me Sao Paulo. I don't play them sex play games.
Brother.
You gonna be the bitch. Don't sex play me again.
Brother.
I'm telling you in your eyes, like a
We're gonna
bitch.
make
Don't
sure
sex
you
play me.
Should respect everyone at
I
the
done said
family.
it. If you
Everyone's
got a
gonna
problem with what I'm
respect each
saying, all you gotta do is try me, and I'm gonna find your chin attractive and knock your bitch ass out.
right,
This is what
Don't
we
sex play me, nigga. Fuck your God and your religion. Where I come from, we don't play like that. It's our power rule, nigga. You gonna respect.
See, but you disrespecting. He was being respectful. You know what I'm saying? He ain't get personal on you. You got personal on him. It always amazes me how somebody could start something, and then when somebody like, okay, I call you a bitch, and then you call me a bitch, and then I explode and start screaming and start talking about fighting and all this. Like, bro, you started it, gang.
Like that.
First off, do you understand this is like Wack100's dream? This is like Wack100's perfect opportunity to really check some ish, especially in front of his woman. His woman is there watching. You get an opportunity to really like man up, buck your chest, put a little MF in his place. This is every man's dream, man. All right, you get to really do some masculine stuff in front of your woman, which is what's happening right now.
Oh, his wife there?
And to be honest, bro, I don't think Wack had any expectation of this dude fighting back. I don't feel like dude was a threat at all whatsoever. But he did leave that room open, right? He did engage in sex play and disrespect. So Wack100, I felt like seen an opportunity and took it. I felt like Wack would have respected dude more if dude had said, hey, bro, let's go outside. All right, I bet. Let's go outside now. All right, like you violated, you did bad. Let's go outside. Let's get it in. But dude ain't want no smoke, man. At all. At all. Ain't want no smoke whatsoever, bro. As a matter of fact, after Wack100 said all of that,
but it's like in my head, bro. This how, like, again, this is just how I was raised. When I see that you are not aggressive, I turn my aggression down. I don't turn it back up. I don't continue to keep cranking it up. You get what I'm saying? Like, if it's an aggressive situation, and there is an exception. Like you could say something that's extremely disrespectful, and I don't give a fuck how much of a non-aggressive person you is. I'm gonna meet you with aggression because you took it there. You know what I'm saying? But if I see that you ain't on nothing, gang, I'm gonna chill out. That's just me.
Called him all type of B's. Wack100 called him out out of his name. Wack100 said all of this to him. Wack did not apologize for not one thing he said to him, but Buddy issued a heartfelt apology to Wack100 for saying he got a small penis.
That's crazy. See what they got to say.
Please let me speak for a minute.
Wack will give him 1 minute
Let me speak for a minute. You said some real messed up stuff to me. You did.
Okay, thank you.
And I said something to you.
No, you sex play.
And let me say, I don't consider that sex play. But let me say this. But let me say this to you. Let me say this to you. Obviously, what you said to me didn't offend me as much as what I said to you.
Right.
And because I offended you,
ain't no offense.
1 second.
You playing? You think this game? 2 seconds. I'm getting flighted, my nigga. I'm not. Hey, listen, bro. Listen.
I'm trying to.
I don't come from your world, homie. I come from what you don't give. Take.
Let me speak.
And the only refrain I got is on the 607 house, bro. Because my wife gonna move how I move. However I move.
Is that his wife?
So I'm telling you,
Right there?
don't sex play me, bro.
Okay.
Where I come from, I about that.
Okay. Let me speak to you.
Your religion, you supposed to be religious. I have you caught on the news every time I see it. Minors and sodomizing the kids in the church. You holding out civil suits. Y'all didn't see it. Creplo down all these.
It's hurt.
The worst kind. We get rid of that. And here it is. You knew who I was coming into this, and you make the conscious decision that I'm a sex play this, knowing his background. Crazy. You out your you accept who you are, accept the fact that you give a about these ornaments, and know you on the West Coast. Where you from, New York? We don't do over here like that. How about that Kisu through the face? That's what happens. I got a whole tribe that respect me. You think I'm gonna let a peon you come up here and play with me, nigga, without no repercussion? You really don't believe that, do you? I don't pray to your God. I accept my evil. So if you ain't gonna issue an apology, it's cool. I'm just gonna violate you the whole time.
Let me speak to you for a second, bro.
Please go ahead, Jabari.
Let me speak to you for
You
a
gay,
second.
I don't want too much talk.
He's giving you time to speak, so go ahead and please get to the point that you have, Jabari.
Obviously, what I said to you was really offensive, and I apologize for that. I do. Because that wasn't my goal to do that at all. It wasn't. You said some messed up things to me, too.
Now
And I
let's get
didn't.
back.
Wait.
I don't think this is probably an unpopular opinion. I don't think just because you take the high road that it makes you a bitch. Necessarily. You know what I mean? I don't think just because you don't meet his aggression and you apologize and you de-escalate the situation, I don't think that inherently makes you a bitch. I think that sometimes, because let me put it like this, and I'm not saying this for this situation, I'm just saying this in general. Like, somebody could take the high road, but if they were to fight, I could still, like, that person could still whoop your ass. Like, the person who takes the high road doesn't mean that he can't fight. It doesn't mean that he can't defend himself. It doesn't mean that he wouldn't come out on top if there was some type of altercation. It just means that he's like he's saying, Wack100 is a way more offended than he is. So, you know, I don't think you have to necessarily, somebody yelling and screaming, doing all that extra shit, I don't think you have to meet him with that. I think there's a way where you could de-escalate, apologize, get over it, go take the high road. And if people feel like you got bitch, that's okay. They can feel like that. That's cool. It don't really matter what nobody else feels.
What I was doing was not sex play, it wasn't.
Please.
Now let's get back to
Wait.
Senator TV, first off, y'all don't even understand how much history is in that room. To see Senator TV,
Who the hell is that?
and Wack100 in the same room, y'all don't. Most of y'all are probably too young to even know who Senator TV is.
No idea who that is.
Senator TV is like the Godfather OG of YouTube. Like, Senator TV is responsible for probably everybody you see right here. Everybody, even like the academics, like lingo that y'all kind of like took, right? Like his early lingo, that comes from Senator TV in the debates. Like, my lingo, my early history on YouTube is from Senator. Senator TV is responsible for so many like pockets of YouTube. Y'all don't even know or understand who the Godfather is. Mr. Shout out to us, Senator TV. But Senator TV is a gangster too. So he's watching the dude kind of like,
I got a piece, Chad. I ain't gonna lie.
kowtow, get on his knees. I'm sorry, Wack. I'm sorry, Wack. It's they're like, man, get up, bro. What you doing, man? Stop. Dude apologized. So Senator is trying to stop him from like apologizing some more.
Right.
And dude said, no, I ain't done yet. And Captain apologized, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. Wack100 needs to be like a drill sergeant, bro. I feel like, if Wack100 is being paid to scare somebody, no. Put Wack100 on Scare Straight. All them kids is gonna leave Scare Straight and go back to being straight A students, bro. Wack really knows how to put the fear in you, man. But y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think about this, okay? If you're still watching this video,